Hey guys, we're super excited to show you the new Totally Dazzled stencils with their rhinestones, and we have 3 super fun things we're gonna make today. This wreath, this sweatshirt, and a little Valentine's card. So these stencils are super versatile, so let's get busy. All right, this is the stencil kit that we are going to use today. We have 3 different ideas that we're gonna use. This is their Rhinestone Stencil Toolkit. It comes with everything that you need. It even came with a pack of rhinestones to start with, the picker pin, some glue. So let's get started. The first project we're gonna do today is jazzing up this heart. We're gonna add it to a wreath for the front door. So let's get going. Okay, we got our inspiration from Michael's. I found this bunting and it was already on clearance, so I picked up this paint that I'm hoping to get a good close match to that pink color, and then we're gonna embellish the wreath with this big red ribbon. So first I'm just going to paint the heart, and then we can move on to the stenciling. For my heart, I want to do this love stencil, so I'm just gonna use the perforations. Gonna stick it right to the counter. First, we're gonna start by dumping the rhinestones right onto the stencil. Use this in a circular motion to get them where they need to go. Pretty cool how this finds the holes, honestly.
It really is. It's a kind of it is a little magic brush. But at the same time, then instead of picking it and putting it in every single hole.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull off excess so I can see where I'm missing. Looks like that did pretty good, but I do see some right here I need to just move around. I also just want to mention that there are a ton of different colored rhinestones available on their website to choose from.
That little tool works pretty darn good.
Yep. Okay, there's an extra one. All right, that looks to be like there's all filled up, so I'm just gonna brush the excess away. Got another little one stuck there.
On the back side of this white protective layer, there's a heat transfer layer. So I'm just gonna remove that off.
After applying this sticky transfer, we're gonna use this again to just push, make sure that those rhinestones are stuck to this transfer paper. Now we're going to slowly pull up the transfer paper, and the rhinestones should be adhered. Pretty cool. Now I'm just going to eyeball this in my heart, except this is pretty sticky, so I'm gonna put the backing on this so I can finagle this a little bit easier. That looks nice. Okay, we're gonna try this with our heat press, and I hope it doesn't bubble up our paint. And if it does, we have a backup method. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Ah, your paint looks good. Oh, do you want to do that?
I'm gonna go put it in a little longer. that amount of time did the trick. Well, we got a couple coming off, but we have glue we can use for those. Oh dear.
All in all though, I think you did a good job of adhering, so you can just fix those with the little glue and the picker tool.
So this is actually the other method for applying these if you don't have access to a heat press like us, or
It's a surface.
You don't want to do your iron.
Right, a surface that you can't iron.
Right, so I'm just gonna line this up to where we've already placed them on. But if you were doing this just to begin with, you would just place this directly where you want to do your craft, and then you're using it as a stencil to just put a little dot where each rhinestone's going to go. Which is why I wanted to test the heat method on this, because I didn't want to place these all individually, but we're going to do that.
It's good to know that it did work, because we weren't sure if it would bubble the paint, but it did not, so that was great.
Yep. The kit does come with this glue, and it says to just use a tiny dot, which makes sense because you don't want too much or it would squish out. Little itty bitty. Okay, I'm gently going to press these into place before we get going too much with the glue. So it's super easy to do. This method just takes a little longer. Okay, we'll just let that dry. I thought it would be super cute to just add a little bit of a border around the heart, so I'm just dabbing a little bit of glue on, and we're just going to use that wax picker tool to place the rhinestones into place, and I think it's going to be super cute. Okay, I'm just going to flip this over now, and we're going to staple some ribbon on so we can tie this to our wreath. So I'm just going to use my wreath I had for Christmas because it's still winter time, and we're going to just swap out the ribbon and then hang our heart from there.
You could also use a grapevine wreath, or one of those fluffy coffee filter wreaths would be cute to hang the heart from too.
Then I'm just going to tie this string onto the wreath, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail on the string so that I can easily remove it when we're done with this season. And I'm using some wire to attach this big bow to the wreath form, and then we can get it styled on the porch. Okay guys, let us know what you think. I love it. I think it's super cute. And that pink paint was a perfect match to that pom-pom. Super cute. Next up, we thought it would be fun to make a cute little Valentine's sweatshirt.
So the stencils come on a, what do you call it, protective sheet?
No, just a backing.
Backing, and these are perforated. So we can just tear off the stencil we're going to use. Okay, just going to place the stencil down here. Sprinkle the little rhinestones right over our stencil area, like that. And we're just going to, in a circular motion, push the rhinestones into the stencil.
We're just repeating the same steps we did with our other project. It really is crazy how this little magic brush works. And then we used the wax picker tool to fill in any void spots, and we're left with this beautiful filled stencil. Then we're going to place that sticky transfer paper right on top of the rhinestones and the stencil.
Now I'm going to just take the little brush again and just make sure that they are sticking to the transfer paper. I'm just going to peel slowly and make sure that the rhinestones are all sticking to the transfer paper.
pretty satisfying.
Yeah, looks like it's doing a great job. Okay, I've marked where the placement I would like for this little transfer, well, my rhinestones to be. So with a pin, I'm just gonna press that on there. This is a little bit tacky, so it'll hold it into position. Remove the pin. And you can do this just with a regular iron, and you would just put a Teflon sheet on top of this and press. We're gonna use the heat transfer machine. Okay, so I'm going to push it in my heat press machine. So if you're using an iron, you just want to press down and not slide it around, because that might slide your rhinestones as they're trying to adhere. So just straight down over the section you want to iron. All right, let's see how it looks. Beautifully adhered to my shirt. And we do want to keep the stencil on this protective backing, and so it will always remain tacky for us. So I'm just going to put that back once we're done using it.
With the proper care, you guys can use your own stencils over and over again. So they are just super fun and really versatile, and you can make so many fun different things. So what do you guys think of the projects we made? We did do this little Valentine's cards too, just to show you all the different ways you can use these stencils. Let us know which project is your favorite, this wreath, card, or the sweatshirt. Be sure to subscribe so you're the first to watch our newest videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.